in what can only be described as a groundbreaking exploration of awkwardness, power dynamics, and human psychology. HBO's The Rehearsal wrapped up its second season with an unpredictable and at times unsettling finale that challenged both the audience and its creator, Nathan Fielder, in ways never seen before on television. The enigmatic comic's quest to understand complex human interactions reaches new, dizzying altitudes as he delves into the rarefied world of aviation. But as viewers quickly learn, Fielder's quest for answers doesn't exactly land where anyone might expect. If you tuned in hoping for a deep dive into aviation safety or a timely resolution to the complex problem of power imbalances in airline cockpits, you may have been disappointed. But if you were looking for a mind-bending, high-stakes exploration of human behavior and social anxiety, then the finale of The Rehearsal Season 2 certainly delivered. The season may not have solved any aviation crises, but it left us with more questions about Fielder's own psychological state and the implications of his work than ever before. The subtle shift from Season 1. When The Rehearsal first launched in 2022, the premise seemed deceptively simple. Nathan Fielder, a man known for his deadpan humor and socially awkward persona, would help regular people rehearse scenarios they found anxiety-inducing. From the first season's memorable moments, like helping a man practice telling his friend that he lied about having a master's degree, to the exploration of a Christian woman's dream of motherhood, Fielder's approach seemed almost benign. It was, in essence, a comedic social experiment aimed at alleviating the stress of difficult conversations. But as Season 2 unfolded, Fielder's mission crept into far more personal and even philosophical territory, signaling a shift from helping others to helping himself, or perhaps confronting something darker within his own psyche. Where Season 1 focused on rehearsal in a relatively mundane context, Season 2's theme became plane crashes. And that's when things got strange. Fielder's fascination with aviation began innocuously enough, with a theoretical premise: what if the dynamics between pilots, captains, and first officers played a role in fatal accidents? Drawing inspiration from dozens of plane crash transcripts, Fielder hypothesized that many crashes were triggered by first officers' reluctance to challenge the captain, even when they knew a mistake was being made. This theme of silent obedience, and the consequences of it, became the philosophical backbone of the second season, as Fielder grappled with a question that was both personal and universal. What happens when people fail to communicate in life or death situations? The absurd meets the terrifying. At first glance, Fielder's exploration of the aviation world might seem out of place, especially in a show built on the awkwardness of social interactions. But it makes perfect sense once you realize Fielder's obsession with the idea of tension and unspoken power dynamics. And in the high-stakes world of aviation, these tensions are lethal. Fielder's examination of pilots is just as much about exploring the isolation and repressed emotions that come with their profession as it is about solving a theoretical puzzle. In his quest to understand why pilots sometimes fail to act in crucial moments, Fielder begins to uncover something far deeper: a professional culture of repression, a struggle with identity. Throughout the season, Fielder wrestles with his own self-perception, particularly around the concept of neurodivergence. As the show delves into the awkward dynamics of his rehearsals, Fielder's on-screen persona, already a hyper-exaggerated version of himself, becomes increasingly self-aware. The show subtly suggests that Fielder may be on the autism spectrum, a possibility he consistently denies with humor but never fully dismisses. This tension between Fielder's own self-denial and his audience's growing awareness of his potential neurodivergence becomes a key narrative of the season. Is Fielder just a socially awkward comedian, or is there something deeper at play in his psyche? In the end, The Rehearsal Season 2 is more than just a show about rehearsing uncomfortable conversations. It's a meditation on the consequences of inaction, the dangers of emotional repression, and the existential challenges of navigating a world that demands we suppress our true selves. If there's one thing we've learned from Fielder's journey, it's this. Awkwardness may not just be uncomfortable, it may just be life or death.